Hey guys, HP here. I'm taking on a challenge to beat all 296 North American titles for the Nintendo 64. That's something that you're interested in. Let's get going. Let's go! Alright, so the next game on our list was The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. If somehow you don't already know, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time is an action-adventure game developed and published by Nintendo. This is one of the most renowned iterations in the Zelda franchise, and rightfully so. Let me start off by saying this is the first Zelda I've ever played, and it was during this challenge. Go ahead, crucify me, but you gotta start somewhere, right? Being my first Zelda game ever, this game has exceeded my expectations and then some. Something small to take note of that seems like most Legend of Zelda games allow you to do is that whenever you choose your name of your game file, it changes Link's name to that in-game. So in this, our hero is, of course, HP. Our story starts off with a nightmare that we are having about an evil man chasing people out of the castle. The Great Deku Tree sends Navi to find you to wake you up. Your adventure begins in the Kokiri Forest. You then go get yourself a sword and shield and ascend inside the Deku Tree. The Deku Tree itself serves as one of the many dungeons that you delve into.
Come on inside, Link. How?
Each of these instances are filled with numerous puzzles that upon solving them help you acquire a new upgrade to make things easier on your journey to rescue Princess Zelda. And save Hyrule, of course. Well, not rescue her just yet, but after meeting with her and finishing a few dungeons, you see the results of the nightmare you had in the beginning of Ganondorf chasing a Zelda out of the castle come to fruition, upon which she drops something for you in the castle moat. Spoiler alert, it's the Ocarina of Time. After that, you can go to the Door of Time and play the Song of Time, which basically skips 7 years into the future and you become adult Link, but now in a very different world, which right here I think is good world building because it is basically just under halfway through the game and it shows you what the world would look like if you let these evil events unfold instead of just getting to stop them before they happen. So now even some NPCs around either worship or fear Ganondorf because he's already made an imprint on the land. After completing a multitude of dungeons and saving and revealing each of the sages of time, there of which are 7, you then can go face off against Ganondorf after a series of challenges within his castle. Now, that's the storyline and setup in a nutshell. Now, I'm not going to go into every detail of this game, but I will mention that each time you acquire a new upgrade or power-up, you really feel it. Sometimes it's necessary to move on to the next area, but you actually feel like Link is becoming more powerful with each one, even if it's not necessary. And it feels really good acquiring it. Some of my favorites being the Mirror Shield or Den's Fire or the Grapple Shot, just to name a few. There are also heart pieces scattered around the world. After collecting 4 of these, you get an extra piece of HP. Now, I actually love the concept of these because most of these are completely optional, so if you feel you don't want or need the extra HP, you don't have to get them. But if you do get most or all of them, you feel like a goddamn tank. Now on to the music. I don't even know where to begin or how to even express in words how amazing the soundtrack for this game even is. Even small things like the sound effects are incredible, but the music in this game are some of the best tracks in video game history, and I stand by that. Each song that you learn to play on the Ocarina has a full soundtrack. And on top of that, each location also has its own full track, and they are just absolute masterpieces. Just talking about them wouldn't do them near enough justice, so I highly suggest putting on some of the Ocarina of Time OST playlist next time you need to study or something. Your ears will thank you. Moving on to a niche mechanic that I definitely feel should be shouted out, and one of the reasons why I think this game stands the test of time. No pun intended, is that there's no real game over or continue system. When you die, it merely puts you back to the beginning of the dungeon or where you were, so you aren't set back too much except a bit of walking. And after playing a lot of these older games, I feel like that's where a lot of them lack. But some of these older games want you to damn near complete the entire game in just a few lives or continues. And it's unbearable compared to today's standards. And I think that Ocarina of Time truly respects the player and their time. So good on you, Nintendo. That's about all I have to say about this game without just doing a full review and ruining the experience for you. I know most of you have already played this game, but if you haven't, I definitely highly recommend it. It really is a fantastic game, and I cannot believe that I waited so long to finally play it. But I am also glad that I did so that I could truly appreciate its beauty. If you guys like the video, be sure to leave a like and let me know what game you're excited for me to play on this challenge. I'd love to hear what your favorite N64 game is. Also, don't forget to stick around to the end of the video to watch us spin that wheel and see what game we got coming up next. Thanks, guys. Here we go. Here we go. 280 games left. What game will it be? We're gonna spin that wheel. Hell yeah, guys, let's go. Let's go. No. 3, 2, 1. Spin that wheel. Let's go. What do we get? Battle Tanks 2 Global Assault. Hey guys, HP here again. Me and the community did a little poll, and we think that we should do the games in order as best we can. So we're gonna go ahead and do Battle Tanks 1, and then we'll do Battle Tanks 2 later, whenever we get Battle Tanks again. Does that sound good? Okay, love you. Bye.